What's up, Weirdos? I'm Chris Weir, and welcome to another edition of Chris Weir Answers. And today, I answer the question, is professional photography and videography still necessary since we have great cameras on our phones? What a great question and a great debate among professionals. It kind of reminds me of how banks have had to evolve with online banking, right? They had to reduce their workforce and start offering more online banking services. Newspapers versus online papers. Taxi companies versus like Uber and Lyft, the ride shares. Evolution of industries is inevitable because we evolve as a society. Our expectations evolve. The speed at which we are wanting our stuff is evolving. Businesses, they have to evolve with this. So, banks, again, they evolved, they reduced their workforce and began offering more online. Newspapers had to reduce their workforce. Some newspapers don't even print anymore. They're strictly online newspapers. Taxis are kind of in it today. I mean, they're in the middle of this battle of trying to figure out how to evolve to be able to compete with the Ubers and the Lyfts of the world. And I think the next battlefield is going to be with real estate agents, with these apps and these websites where you can go and sell your house and you're done and not have to pay commissions to a realtor. I think that's the next battlefield is going to be for realtors evolving their industry. So I wouldn't say professional photography and videography are dead per se, but it certainly has changed. No question about that. And honestly, it actually benefits micro businesses and startups the most because of this budget, just simple budget, right? I mean, you think about things like headshots for your website, right? Well, a professional is obviously going to produce a better image than your iPhone can produce. They can edit better. Even though these editing apps are great and they're doing really neat stuff, they're still never going to be at the level of a professional editor. So, professional can tell the story creatively. And that takes experience, that takes practice, that takes training. That's not something that just comes. So professional is obviously better, but an iPhone will do to get it going, right? Vlogs or video content for social media, it's the same thing. Again, a pro is going to be better. They're going to edit better. They're going to tell the story better. It's going to be more creative, and it's going to be more entertaining. But an iPhone will do for some things to get started, right? So, it's something is better than nothing. And I know a lot of agencies are going to hate me for saying that out loud. But again, I come from the operations side. I'm a practitioner. I'm not from the advertising side. I've been in the advertising world for about 10 years now, but I came from operations. And I'm telling you from the experience of my operations and my honest, authentic opinion, even as an ad agency, having something up is better than having nothing up. Of course, as an agency, I would love to have the business, but I would rather see you succeed as a company and start with your iPhone and get something up, start building your audience, start building your business, and start building your budget, and then you can come back and hire a professional to get it done as you get down the road. But as a good startup and to get something going and to get something up so that you're not non-existent, I think these iPhones, I think these smartphone cameras, not just the iPhone, obviously there's more than the iPhone, but all the smartphone cameras, basically what they're doing is just lowering the point of entry for businesses. As I mentioned earlier, the demand of society for speed of information, getting things quicker. When you hire a production company, you're going to have a little bit of time of production. It just takes some time to get things done, especially when you're using the best of the firms because they generally have more than one client going at one time. Where when you do your iPhone, there's not much editing that's going to be involved because you probably don't know how to do the editing anyway. So you're going to basically upload straight from your phone. That's much quicker. You deliver that quicker. But just as a side note, and I say this only because I am an ad agency. I do own 2 Second Media. And we do provide these services. One of the things that I've always got kind of a chuckle with, I guess, or something that's always kind of made me laugh a little bit, is the surprise of my clients at the cost of the production. You know, so many people hear it's $1 million to have a TV spot in the Super Bowl, and they think it's, you know, $10, $20, $30, $40,000 to film a TV commercial. Well, yes, there are $10, $20, $30, $40,000 TV commercials that get filmed. But look, our video production can start as low as $500. In fact, it goes even lower than that, to be perfectly honest with you, depending on what it is that you're doing. So my clients are always surprised that it's not as expensive as most people think. So I would encourage you to have the conversation, right? Whether it's us or it's some other production company, it doesn't really matter. Have the conversation and just find out what the price is. You might actually be surprised. It might fit your budget. And if you can do professional, do it. It is better. But if not, if you don't have the budget, even after you find out what it is, and you still don't have, you know, the $500 to spend, and believe me, I've been there. That's okay. That's not a bad thing. You know, you got to start somewhere. If you don't even have that kind of money to get it started, you at least have a low-cost point of entry now through just these phones or whatever, because you can actually produce content. You can actually get things started and uploaded online by using these smartphones. And again, it's better than nothing.